Greetings. Hello. Oh, hi, Promethean. Thank you. Oh my God. 4 months. 4 months. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. That's a really great start here. Oh my God. Thank you so much. My God. that already like uh cheered me up. Thank you so much for that. Oh my God. Yeah. What? I I still can't believe this day that I had today. I'm still sitting here and I'm just like looking around and I'm like, is this real? Is this really happening? Am I dreaming? Am I crazy? You know what I mean? But I really did have a little bit after, after I took a little bit of time and just kind of just laid there literally on the couch and just scrolled through Facebook. I do these things like scrolling on Facebook or on TikTok or watching TV. I do that in order to stop my mind from racing, right? That's what I do. I try to stop my mind from racing by doing these things. And that helps me because then I just start shifting my focus on the TV or whatever I'm watching. It could be like a show or could be. I've been into these two comedians that have been posting a lot of videos. And they're not like stand-up comedians, but they're just like, they make these funny videos of themselves as different characters and shit. And it's funny. Wonky? Okay, wait, let's see. I'll turn it up again. It's better? Oh, no, it's the same thing again, too. Because I have the microphone too far away. Now it's like too close. Okay, so that's better, I think. I hope. I think that should be better. So anyway, yeah, I actually let me plug my phone in real quick because it's about to die. Oh, I gotta check on Marie. She's crying. It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. Go to sleep, okay? Okay, sorry about that, but I have to like frequently check on her, making sure that she's not taking like a turn for the worse. Which, even if she did, there's, really not much that I can do but be there then when that happens. Oh, hi, Florida Metal. Thanks for coming in. Okay, let me think on that occult fact. Might be coming up in this conversation out or in this thing that I'm about to start talking about. Hi, Scooby. Thanks for coming in too. Yeah, so some of you know, some of you are in the Discord, so you know that I've had not just a rough few months with my one sick cat, and then she's gone now. And it's only been not even a week yet since Saturday. But that my other cat now has kidney failure. So again, for the second time, she's having this. On top of other things that have been going on, okay, and that even less of you know about, okay. But we don't have to get into. The point is that it's been rough, and especially today. Today has just been a day where it had me, almost like surrendering, if you will, okay? So then something happened. And that's really something that I want to talk about, because it was like I am so exhausted physically and mentally that it didn't really shift me into this, now I'm all positive and optimistic and everything is great now again. But it did give me a little glimpse that this cloud or whatever is an avalanche. That's a good way to describe it. Give me it. This thing that happened gave me a little tiny glimpse of the thing that's still inside there, that hasn't been able to really come out and do anything. It's been like caged in there because of all this other shit that's been going on, okay? So as I'm doing this mental like relaxation thing where I'm just scrolling through Facebook, and I'm on various, of course, like pagan pages and satanic pages, etc., so that oftentimes it's for I like seeing the artwork that's displayed there that they post, the pictures, all of these things, and sometimes I even like just download them to my phone, use them as my background or something, Has been a while since I came across anything of the like satanic nature, really, right? It's been literally nature or things like that, rather. But today was a day, and it hasn't, like I said, hasn't been that way in a while, where I actually came across a sort of a satanic illustration, right? And it was a black and white picture, and it was portrayed, it looked like real, it was supposed to be real, not a cartoon. It was supposed to look realistic, okay? And it was it's sideways, right? Kind of a dark background, and then there was this naked woman that was standing there, and I can't remember if she was reaching out like this, but across from her, also, in the profile vision, like side by side like this, was a goat man, a realistic looking goat man with the long horns and everything, also reaching out to her. Either one of them or something like that, they were reaching out to each other, or she was reaching out to him, or they were reaching out to her. One of those things. And it was so weird, because as soon as I saw this picture, it was like a little bit of an electric shock inside me, right? And it was this feeling of, it was a tiny, like, euphoric feeling of comfort, of like hope, of like, it was so quick and so little, but it was there. It was just like a zap, okay? And when I saw this, it really, it was like a sign to me, okay? It was like a sign of, first of all, that I still have feeling in me, right? Because I've been feeling numb. I'm like so numb. I'm either like super depressed, which is also numbness in a way. So I should say depressed / numbness, or sadness, right? Because of these happenings. But no other feelings have really been coming out of me. And, I'm not trying to say like, pity me. No, it's just, that's just a fact. That's just how it's been, because of things happening, whatever, and it's just what it is. But that's exactly the point. These situations these situations right now are difficult situations, but right now is also such a time where I'm very alone. Okay, and I'm not saying that you guys are not there for me, not at all, right? That's not the point at all. But there is a little bit of a thing to it because you guys are far away. I don't ever really see you physically. So it is a different feeling, right? When you just text with people and then just maybe talk or whatever, and you never really see them and stuff. And it's nobody's fault. I'm not trying to blame anybody, but for me, as an individual, it makes me feel very alone, right? Because I also don't have anybody close to me that I'm around. I have my brother, but my brother is more, my brother is very tough. My brother handles the shit like he's a toughie, and he just kind of like, he's like, oh, my sister is a toughie too. You know what I'm saying? She can handle it. She doesn't really need me, right? He has kind of that. If I tell him like, hey, you want to play some video games? He's always down, right? He's always, but I've never, it's never been like a communication where I'm like, Kevin, I need you, like, and then he would probably also say, I can do that for a little while, but then I have to do my shit, like, deal with it, that's a little bit how our family is, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, and it's fine, it's fine, and the mentality is good, because this mentality has gotten me where I am today, and this is the mentality that my mother has brought to me, and this is the mentality that has helped me my whole life to be here where I am today, and where I'm at is alive, okay, I'm alive. I'm still fighting this fight of whatever this is, right? So it really occurred to me that I have to think of this fact that nobody can reach inside of me and extinguish whatever is wrong. Nobody can reach inside my brain or inside my heart and strangle what is hurting me. Nobody can do that. I'm going to have to respond to that here in a minute. I just want to get this all out. Okay, so I'm okay, so I have to realize that what goes on inside of me is what goes on inside of me. I can have a million friends and they would still not be able, because they can sit with me a whole day and comfort me and make me feel better, but at the end of the day they're gonna go home, to their families, and they're gonna be concerned with that, and they're gonna stop being concerned with me for the rest of that time. You know what I mean? It's like, it was not a good joke. It was inappropriate timing, and it was immature. And you also don't have to be sorry that you made me mad. You didn't make me mad. You just made me realize something. It was an insensitivity, yes. And I didn't like it then either. I didn't like it ever. And I continue to let you say these things, just like the whole thing with the dancing, with this immature and nonsensical stuff that you continuously say. And I just let it go because I'm thinking, oh, maybe that's just how he is. Whatever. But I let it go. I let it go and I let it go. But today my cat has kidney failure and will probably be euthanized tomorrow. And so the joke was the worst timing. Was the worst time you could ever make that. And I never liked that joke the 4 times before that you said that, or 3 times, or however many times you've said that. And it is, I don't understand where it comes from. I don't know why this is on now. What the fuck is that? Why Why am I in my own Twitch? That's weird. Okay, so, but what is very concerning to me, to be honest with you, Miguel, is like how you don't understand that that's not something to play around. I'm not a sensitive person. I make fucked up jokes all the time. Also, I say things that I really mean, that are very unorthodox, and that other people think, whoa, she's brash, she's harsh. But I say this about people because people are never innocent. People are awful. 90% of the population on this planet is awful, okay? And that's just how it is. And they deserve everything they're getting, okay? Including myself, okay? When it comes to animals, creatures that act on instinct, creatures that have never asked to be here, creatures that have always been here, that are just trying to live, that we're rotting out, that we're destroying, that provide us with sustenance. When it comes to that stuff, I don't make jokes about that. I don't make jokes. That is never funny to me. That's never funny to me. What if I said to you, let me kick your dog? What if I said that to you? You wouldn't like that. Nobody would like that. And whatever, that's the thing. I shouldn't have to explain that to you, why this is like, that's the thing. What in your mind made you make a joke like that you think that was the right joke? You know, I that's what I don't understand. That's where, like, my thought process is like not there. My brain would never go there. If somebody told me my dog is dying of kidney failure, I would never be like, let's kick the dog. That will take care of the kidneys. What? Why would that even come in the head? I've never said that you've abused an animal. I never said that. I'm just saying that, you see, and how defensive you're getting, you should be apologizing. You should be genuinely apologizing, not for making me mad, not for none of that, nothing, not saying it was a joke. No, you should really go inside yourself, look inwardly, and think to yourself what you did wrong. Simple as that. Because that was wrong. That's not, a friend doesn't say that to another friend. What if your child had kidney failure? And I say, let me kick your child. That'll take care of the kidneys. What would you think about that? Would you laugh about that? Would you think that's a good joke? No. And I would never make that joke. That would never even cross my fucking mind. Never. So, you know, the only thing that, in my opinion, that should be really coming out of your mouth is like, you know, I really apologize. I'm sorry. I crossed that line. It won't happen again. It was very inconsiderate of me, or something like that. You know, I don't care how many times you said it. You've never said it. You should have never said it. You should have never said it the 3 times you said it prior. And especially not when my cat is on the verge of death. That's you know. But that's it. That's pretty much all I got to say. That's all I got to say to that. You know. What else can I say? I cannot teach a grown person how to, you know, what not to say, and I also don't want to, because that's not my responsibility. Yeah, but did you find that funny? Like, you keep on saying it was a joke, so you must think that's funny. But you must also realize that nobody else thought that was funny. So it's, you know, and I'm not saying if everybody thinks one thing, it's the right thing. Don't twist that up, but I'm just saying, like, I'm the type of person that talks about fucking blood and fucking, you know, humans are shit and I don't give a shit what happens to them, right? I say these things, but there's crossing a line. You know, even when it comes to kids and stuff, there's crossing a line. Simple as that. Anyway, I was in this, so So what my realization was that, the Satanist in me has been dormant. And to for anybody that doesn't really know the difference between, Satanism, Luciferianism, because a lot of people think that Satanism is about worshiping Satan. That's incorrect. It has nothing to do with actually Lucifer, the fallen angel, the devil. It has nothing to do with that. It's just Satan is just used as the symbol in the writings, in the teachings, and the Baphomet is used as, its representation and its sigil, if you will, and its sign of yeah, okay, right. So what Satanism is, to put it just fundamentally, just in short, we can spread out from it later, but in short, it is really the strong to not worship. I don't like saying that because that sounds so like you're so narcissistic, right? It's not worshiping, but it's realizing the endurance and the strength and the power within yourself to manifest things in your life, to take responsibility for things that happen in your life. Okay. And as though, that's why I always tell you guys, paganism, Satanism, I'm kind of like in between, right? But the problem is that, as we grow, as we evolve as people, as, our crucial thinking, our experiences that we, get, we start realizing things, right? We change our views, we change our feelings, we change our opinions. The more we learn, the more educated we get, blah blah blah, so for me, it was like a realization that I have been leaning into the the force of my ancestors too much. That's what I've been doing. That's my mistake. I have been expecting, and I have been just letting it, pretty much say the gods will take care of it, right? But I should know, and I have always known that they are mostly spectators. The ancestors are spectators. The gods are asleep, right? They will not just wake up. They have almost forgotten us. They will not wake up for us for anything unless it is of cosmic scheme, right? There can be once in a while the force will come through from these ancestors that will give a little bit of a push and shove, but those are so far and few in between. I'm not also saying that the ancestors are not willing. Oftentimes I'm sure they're willing, but their hands are tied, right? So it has to be really, I have to really understand that I have to pull myself up by the bootstraps, and I have to look inwardly at myself, and I have to look at my strength and at my own responsibility. My responsibility to deal with my problems on my own. Straight up. There will be nobody helping me. At least not the way I need it or I want it, right? It will never happen. I have to do it on my own. For some weird reason, I've always been independent, but I've always been still emotionally and mentally dependent on others to soothe me, to blah, blah, blah. Maybe it is because my mother always did that for me, but my mother is no longer around, right? So now it's like a desperate cry into the void, a scream into the void, because I am not getting what I used to get anymore in terms of help with mental and emotional healing or processing of problems, right? I have seen exactly something like this, Scooby. I've seen it went down between trees. It never came up, but that I saw that. Oh, yeah? Let me see. In Russian. It's not showing up on my thing. Why is it not showing up? I can't see it. My phone is like dead. Damn, I can't see it. Maybe Serbian too. Might not be Russian. I don't know. Can you like copy the text or something? Because I can't see it. I can't even, when I go in multi-stream, I can't see it. Why can't I see it? I should be able to see it. Maybe it's just a comment that they posted. I'm going to have to check later because I can't see it. Yeah, that would be cool. Well, my phone is fucking dead. But can you, like, whisper it to me on here or something, maybe? Is it like a huge text or is it just like a sentence or something? So yeah, so I have to really realize that, and it's so hard, right? Because I always start reaching out right away, and I need, and it's not like attention, right? That's not the case at all. I don't want like everybody to stop their lives, but I need just one person, right? Can I just have one person that's just there for me and just helps me, just cope and sit with me and listen to my bullshit or whatever it is that I. Okay. I might be able to, if it's Russian, I might be able to know one sentence, but I'm unsure. Oh, so what was actually my point was Scooby. That's why I said, that's one of the biggest things. Satanism is not about believing in Satan or God at all. Satanists are glorified atheists. Satanists believe in a certain type of magic, of ritualistic doings, etc., but they do not believe that there is a God, an all-powerful being, and they also don't believe that there is an all-powerful, bad, evil being either, right? So that's what Satanism is based upon, which, since you are saying you're iffy on the God and, and devil thing, the Satanic Bible would maybe really be something to look into, because it will explain exactly, and it's not really that long or difficult of a read, to get into. So you could read it, and you can educate yourself, and it's good, right? It's or even the Delamelanicon, right? Because it's all about willpower. This is mainly what I have kind of felt. It's like it strengthens your power to endure. It strengthens the power to move forward, right? As soon as you bring gods or higher beings into the perspective, this is like a really realization for me today, guys. Like, this is huge. What I'm doing here is really big, and I'm kind of glad that this is all on video and we can review this like years from now. But it really is a realization that once you start relying on something like that, then you're really you're not taking control of your life anymore. You're just thinking that everything, and Christians are very notorious for that. Very much more so than pagans, right? Pagans say, okay, the gods do stuff, but they're not so much to say the gods will do everything for me, right? It's not really like that. It's more the opposite, right? The gods can actually work against me, so I have to, but a lot of Christians are like, oh, God will take care of it. It's God's wish, blah, blah, blah. But no, it's not like that. It's like you have to do it. You have to put the force out there. You have to put yourself, right now you are? Like in this moment? So it's very much. Oh. Can you type out the sentence? Maybe? Or wait a minute, that's fine. Let me just open my browser in my Facebook. beep, 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 beep. I had an idea. I had a good idea. So let me just open my browser here on Facebook, and then you can send me it per Facebook Messenger, because then I can just go on my Facebook and see it. But yeah, so this is huge, right? This is huge. What I'm doing is literally I am embracing my inner Satanist in me again, and taking more charge, right? And approaching situations more aggressively, if you will, right? With more conviction, with more okay. My Cyrillic is very bad. But that looks like Serbian, not Russian. But let me see, because I do have to need my book to help here, because my Cyrillic is very bad. Something. Okay, let's see. Oh, we're doing translations, guys. Here it is. Okay, so let me take a piece of paper here. So it's all, so that was my biggest thing today, that I really realized that I have to give these things more a thought again. You know what I mean? I have to reconsider my approach, literally, on life and life's issues. So, okay, let's see here. Oh God, it's gonna take a minute, guys. I'm sorry, but once I have done this, then we can. What the fuck? Oh, okay. So P E. See, I know some words, so, or some letters, right? Not all of them, though. I want to really make this. Stick. Okay. Oh my God, I can't even really see it. It's so hard to see. Or this is not. No, maybe I'm wrong. Because this letter does not look. You guys can probably see what I'm doing right now, huh? Because this one letter here does not, unless on the computer, might be like this. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not even seeing the chat right now either. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I got a better idea. That's what I'm gonna do. I got it, guys. Sorry about this. I'm gonna go on my YouTube channel. I'm right here. And then I'm going to take the sentence. No thanks. If I can see it, because I don't see anything here. I don't see comments. Because that looked like a comment, yeah? Because what I was going to do is I was going to copy because I'm not. I was going to copy the text and put it in Google Translate. But I don't see the the comment at all now. And I can't copy it from the You think you can? Hey, Psycho, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Can Oh, you're trying to figure it out? Okay. So let's see what you guys were saying. Yeah, if you copy the text, Promethean, then you can, because I can't see it on my YouTube for some reason. I don't understand how. Like, I don't know, why can't I see it? Right, it's just not gonna be there yet or something? It's not even in the comment section either. Did they maybe delete it? It's not in the chat section. It's nothing. So maybe. Yeah. So if you copy this text, you just stick it right into the Google Translate, and then it will something about something. Oh, you did? Oh, sorry. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, okay, see, that's the thing. It doesn't make sense. The letters are not correct for either Russian or Serbian. They're not correct. So or Polish or whatever you want to call it. That's why I couldn't figure it out, because if the letters were correct, because no, it doesn't. Yeah, Ahuel, exactly. Ahuel, I don't know what that means. Yeah, okay, whatever. Troll away. Troll away. Let me do something real quick. Okay, so yeah, so now then, because my knees are getting cold again. It's so weird. Like, my whole body's in a good temperature, but my knees are cold because I'm wearing shorts. So the thing is, thank you for going through all that, Promethean. I appreciate you doing that and trying to figure this out for me, because I couldn't. Okay, let's see. Magma. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, see. I don't know. I don't know what it means. Ne znam. Okay, so to go back to what you were saying there, Scooby. So now, when you say Wiccan, that's the religion, right? I think what you're referring to is what? Nothing important? Okay. Not sure what it means. There's nothing important? Nothing at all? Maybe. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Soneronin, thank you for following. Appreciate it. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, but I also want to say Zdravo, Nagan. Not sure. Okay, yeah, probably. It's just weird. Why is this not showing up in my chat? It's not showing up in my thing. So, yeah, ask. What is 84? A number? 84 is a number. That's... It's been 84, yeah. That would... See, the way I read numbers is it will be directly related to something personal to me. So that's a question you got to ask yourself. In general, I'm unsure if this is okay. I don't know. I don't know. But if I see certain numbers, I can most certainly know whether, I have some kind of relation to it, or it's meaningful in some way to me, especially when the number comes up repetitively. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't really give you any more information there. Okay, so what was it? Oh, okay. So Scooby. So here's the thing. So Wicca is a religion that believes in the god and the goddess, right? It's, again, a belief system that relies on gods, right? What they practice is, they call it Wicca, yeah? But what you're really talking about, what is happening to you is rather magic or witchcraft, right? Something along those lines. Because you already said you're unsure about this whole God and devil thing, right? Which, this is why we come here. This is why we have these discussions. This is what this is all about. Finding the truth. So that's why I would never recommend anybody to Wicca, because I would just say, make the step and just become a pagan, right? Because then just embrace them all. Then embrace all the gods and all the ancestors. Don't just sit here and say, okay, I got a god and a goddess. No, because that's just like, now you just took, because what it really is like somebody, in my opinion, okay, and I'm not trying to down talk it at all. Almost the opposite, because I see what somebody was trying to do that was, works for many. It's actually becoming very popular, okay, but is, to me, just a watered down thing, right? Because to me, it's more like a, they take paganism and they water it down, and then they infuse it with a little bit of Christian indoctrination too. Like, there are very strict rules in Wicca, right? 3 times 3 is a rule. You should never do this. Very strict rules, which is, that's not something I'm into. I have my own rules, unless they are against the law. And even then, if it's justified and if it's the right thing to do, and it's against the law, I don't care. I'm still gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But your morality has to come from inside of you, anyway. Not from religion, not from anything. Paganism light. I love that. That's really cool. That's a really cool take on that. I really like that. Yeah, you can. You can. There are people that definitely do that too. Um. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you see that's the thing. Would it happen even if you didn't do the thing that you did that you think is causing you to get it back fourfold? You know what I'm saying? Is it fourfold? Is it onefold? There's many questions. Was this fate? Is this fate? Is this the gods? Is it something you did? Is it a force of the universe? There are many questions. So there's much that you would have to really consider when you talk about this, when you think about these things occurring to you, happening to you, right? There's a lot that you have to dissect in order to figure out what is happening to you. Or is it just complete coincidence? Because that is also most of the time that is the case. That's what I've talked about before. When people say I'm cursed, I had a blown tire, I'm cursed. You're cursed because you had a blown tire? No, 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 no. That's not. You're not cursed. You're perfectly fine. You just had, just there was a nail. It was complete coincidence. There was a nail on the fucking road, and you got on the nail and it popped your tire. You're not cursed. People will nowadays, because they're so fearful, people are very afraid of so many things, they will immediately jump to conclusions of people putting a curse on them or hexing them, witchcraft, blah blah blah. And it is also because it's of a diseased mind, right? A mind of that if somebody, the Christian diseased mind often, right? If somebody doesn't believe in the Christian God, then immediately it's got to be fucking, Some people in your neighborhood? That's mysterious. I'd really like to know about that stuff. But yeah, so so Wicca, it is for a lot of people. And I think it is for a lot of people because it still gives them a comfortability, right? Because Wicca doesn't really concern itself also with like blood sacrifices of any sort, which if I ever do a blood sacrifice, it's my own blood. Like I don't harm anything or anyone. Never, that would never occur. Unless consent was there from a person or what, blood rituals, whatever. Wicca clearly says no, that's not something, we don't do that. They work more with herbs, and like Promethean said, it's like a paganism light, right? And it was something, of course, in the course of my education in this matter. Obviously, I read multiple books on that too, because you can never. I think it's wrong of people to sit there and either condemn, embrace, or just simply really talk about stuff that they really have no clue about, right? So as much as I was kind of like a little bit like ridiculing this whole thing, I still read the book, and I read the book seriously, and I took the information in seriously, right? Because it's an information on a religion that I'm trying to get into my brain so I can inform other people, so I myself can say, because of course there's very many similarities to paganism with Wicca. Of course, that's why paganism light, right? That's why we make the jokes about it. But I just gotta listen. Okay. So so I will read something, in a Wiccan textbook, and I'll say, oh yeah, we do that, yeah, they get that from us, or that, no, that's not, we don't do that, that's I don't like that, you know what I mean? So it's a part of the educational path of spirituality, or whatever you want to call it, finding yourself, finding what you really believe in, what really makes you feel like this is it, you know what I mean? And then, as I have walked this path, I realized, pantheistic Satanism pretty much, right? Because it's like paganism and Satanism. But then again, that's still different, because that's then Satanists that actually embrace, the princes of darkness, and so on and so Belial, and so on, Leviathan, and all that shit. Um, okay, so that is a sign of clairvoyance, right? That is a sign that you have, that you are very in tune with your psychic side, with your clairvoyant side, your side that can sense, that your instincts can know and sense, stuff like that. All you have to really do, yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense right there. Yeah, because I consider myself a shaman still too, So, yeah, that's cool. Physiologically. Okay, got you. Philosophically. Physiophically? I don't know what I'm reading here. Physiologically? I'm like, I don't think that's a... Philosophically? Philosophically. Because it says philosoph. Hi, Forbidden. How are you? You were? Today's the day. Today's the day, people. Oh my god, thank you. That's huge to me. Stuff like that is so huge to me. Thank you so much. That's very nice. That's very awesome that you thought of me. That means a lot. Philosophically, right. Good. I gotta... Shit. I've never... I should send you the I'm sorry if that happens, guys, that I forget to send you guys the link to the Discord. But if you want, I don't know if you have Discord or not, Forbidden, but I'll send you the link to it, to our Discord channel, and you can come in there, and then you can text with us, and you can be part. It's for all of us. So... Oh, cool. Yeah, philosophy. Gotcha. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Philosophically, yeah. Okay, let me... Let's see. Copy the link. It's actually very easy to... do this with the Discord, like copy the link and stuff. Is cool. Let's see, it should work. There, so you can enter the Discord now. Forbidden, awesome. One more person in there. Love it. So anyways, so yeah, so there's so many different little things, and but yeah, Scooby, this is very much a thing of clairvoyance. And what it is, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's something some people like. My true belief is that we all come from very powerful clairvoyant and psychic ancestors that actually tapped more into their powers than we ever have, because they were more in tune with nature, where all this comes from anyway, right? So I believe that they were very much of the supernatural, right? They did very much supernatural actions, etc., etc. So I believe that it is in our blood, and I believe that it is in our DNA, and I believe that every human on earth is capable of producing the same thing, but that there's various... Most people are completely numb to it, don't realize it, don't believe in it, will never open up to it, will never explore it, will never find it. And it can be because of ignorance, it can be because they don't want to, it can be because they're not feeling. There's so many reasons why, okay? But that there's a small percentage of humans that embrace this, okay? or that it happens like people that embrace it and search for it, find it, and then embrace it and practice it and use it, right? Or people that like you feel it, it's happening to them, and you're like, holy shit, I don't know what's going on here, I don't know how to handle this because I'm not really a person of that type. So what do I do? So you always have to, like, first of all think, because I also had this issue where it's like, okay, I have this now, so does this apply that I have to adhere to a religion? You know, do I have to like find out what religion? So this, because, but you don't have to do that, because it has nothing to do with religion, because a religion is something else. This is really just something that you can do. You don't have to change how you dress. You don't have to change anything. You can embrace this any way you want. But the main thing is, because you said it's really kind of making you nervous and it's like freaking you out and it's freaking out other people, what you should do is really at least inform yourself on how to like shield yourself, filter, control it, right? Discipline your inner self on how to handle this. Education always helps. Read a book upon, literally what you have going on, there's a book about it. So you can go on Amazon, you can even listen to an audiobook that may be even free, and say, okay, just type in, recently, powers awakened inside of me or something, and then you can see books on that, and then you can go into the description and it'll tell you, this is not about what I want, or then, yeah, this is exactly about what I'm needing to know about. There's many authors, many very experienced practitioners that have written books. Gardner is one of them. Helena Blavatsky that I always talk about. There's very many that are highly intelligent people, that are very philosophers, that are scientists, that are metaphysicists, that can help, when you read them, that can help you with your progress, or with what this is with you. Yeah, so when it comes to this empathy that you have, these sting feelings of emotions, means you're sensitive to it, and you're intuitive, right? And that right there is a very important, that is something you can really put in, like how to be an empath, how to deal with being an empath, or whatever. The empathy thing is another thing, just like the curse thing. So, I'm not applying this to you at all, but I'm saying just in general. The empathy thing is another thing that's just become this, like, everybody's an empath now, right? Everybody's an empath. Everybody is, blah, blah, blah. It's not like that. Sympathy and empathy are two different things. And the way you're talking is empathy. That's not sympathy. That is literally empathy. But there's a lot of people that feel sympathetic about situation, and they call themselves an empathetic person, but they're not really even acting empathetically. They're not doing anything to help. They're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? They're not going within them. They're just like, oh, I feel it. Like, I'm very empathetic to the situation, and then they move right on and don't even think about it twice. That's sympathy. That's very superficial sympathy. That is not empathy. Okay, empathy runs deeply, and exactly, it hurts. It's not something that's just like, I can really feel it. It's so, like, I feel bad. No, like a real empath has exactly that. They will feel like some kind of physical sensation, or it'll run deeper. It'll be with them for a while, even, can have many different faces, empathy, right? But it's definitely being oftentimes mistaken for sympathy, and it's a mistake, right? But so there's very many books on that, and that will teach you how to be able to shield yourself and to protect yourself against these, rather not really ideal feelings that you subsequently get from feeling other people's emotions. That is a huge thing. So really, you can just like find also a book that's just called how to energy shield. Okay, it's a very common thing, and it really helps. It really helps. It helps me a lot. It's hard for me to control, and when it comes to energy workings, it's also something that should be discussed rather discreetly. So I'm actually not really, I shouldn't be really talking about it this much, okay? But it's okay because I'm trying to help and whatever. So there's plenty of stuff. Just you can find something, and you can definitely, and then once you have tried to figure out how to make yourself more control yourself more, and your reaction, your body and your mind reaction to these things, then you can choose, right? Then you can choose to leave it dormant and just have it sit in you, the beast, right? And just have it under control, or you can start teaching this beast in you, and figure out if you want to, but just know that you have this within you, and it is a great power if it's awakened within you, and you have awakened it, and you didn't even want to awaken it. So that right there is literally your ancestors coming out through you, wanting to claw their way out and telling you like, you need to do this. But of course you don't have to, but you have to realize that you hold this within you. So it's like holding a little egg, and it's very fragile. Everything around you now is very fragile to you, because you have now officially opened yourself up, and you hold these powers more than others because they have not opened themselves up to it. So that's why I can't even, oftentimes it happens in my life that I cannot tell people something, because they will look at me and they say, like, how would you know? Like, there's no way you knew that, like, unless you were like looking in a camera in my home. So, and it scares people. It will really scare people oftentimes, like how accurate I am with the things that happen. And that's why it's also something that is a thing of discretion, because you know what happened to witches. You know what happened with people that were very superstitious and very fearful of these things. And if there's too many of these around, they will egg each other on, and they will hunt you down like a witch, and you will be cast out. I mean, it's already happening in my neighborhood. Hi, Wolf Tamer. Thank you so much for coming. Hi. I mean, I live across the street from a Baptist church, right? The other day, when we had... Yeah, because, I mean, I don't know if you're just saying something that somebody said to you, or if you're saying that to me. But if you're saying that to me, it's because I know exactly the feeling. I went through that exact thing. In a little bit of a different way, right? My story's different than yours, but it was the same type of, feeling that occurred. Things, different things, but the same things, of the same kind of significance. But it does happen because kids were out there, the neighbor's house, literally right next door, truck parked in front, and there's like 5 or 6 kids in the bed of the truck, and they're just hanging out there. And they're kids, like the oldest one might be fucking like 10, right? They're kids. And we are packing our stuff in to go to the show in Tampa. And I had already had my corpse paint on. I will put my corpse paint on ritualistically after I drink my coffee and do whatever I need to do. I will put my corpse paint on already, and I will have it on for the duration of that day. It will not come off. I don't take it off when we're done with the set. It's not, none of that, because this whole evening then is a ritualistic occurrence for me. You know what I mean? So anyway, now these kids are watching us load the stuff in. They see me with my face. They see Draven already kind of dressed, with bones and things like that. No corpse paint yet, but so they see our equipment has, these stick spirits, and my whole microphone stand is like one big. She looks like a tree banshee, right? Which it is an actual tree that is a root, but the root is on the top, and the root has horns, and like those are the roots, and it looks just amazing. It has two holes, look like eyes, right? So we tied it to my microphone stand. It's absolutely perfect. Anyway, at a time where I was not out there, these kids, and like I said, mind you, their age, maybe old as 10, straight up asked Draven, "Sir, excuse me, sir, do you believe in God?" Now, this is something, there's many things that we could talk about regarding this, right? But the first thing, his reaction was, something along the lines of, "Oh, your parents trying to, get you to talk to me, through religion." These kids are already infected with this disease, right? And I'm saying disease, and I'm not saying just because it's Christianity, but it's poisoning their mind. It's already bending them, and it can be any religion, right? In my opinion, any religion. You should never do that. You should let your kids decide themselves. You should never infuse them with your beliefs in that matter, because it's forceful. They have to go to church. They have to go to after church thingy. They have to sing the church music. They make them do that. It's not just like the kids like, "Oh, Mom, I want to go to church with you." No, it's like, we're going to church. You know how it works. People are like that. Unfortunately, most of them, not all. But so this is alarming because I see it is dozens and dozens of cars that are parked here whenever they have service on Wednesdays, on Sundays. And then now they have opened the attached building now to a gym for kids to play, which is good, right? That's good. And there's also a daycare attached to it too. All great. But it's all based on like religion. None of the, these people have come together through Christianity, which is okay. But then what comes out of it subsequently is unfortunately this type of behavior, okay? If I had a child and my child, my child asks me, what does, what God do you believe in, Mom? I will tell the child, what I believe in is what I believe in. You believe what you want to believe, okay? And I will explain this to my child. I will try to explain this. And, being at about 10 years old, you can kind of get it across. I would think, I'm not a mom, but I interact with children here and there. My boss's children and stuff, they come in there and ask me questions, And kids are very smart. Kids are, this generation, people are like, this generation is so stupid. This generation is smart as fuck. They work smarter, not harder, and that's what you're mad about, boomers. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, that's really just how it is. Very smart. My boss's 13-year-old, he talks like when I was 17. You know what I mean? Like, he's very mature for his age. He's very open-minded. It's like, "I knew you were into all that witchcraft and stuff. Can you tell me more about," just like, it's nothing. Very open-minded, very much. And it's great, because, yeah, they really are. They're very smart kids. They're very much more understanding. They're also very much more toughened up than we are, right? Because they're like, everything is out there nowadays. Like, nothing is hidden anymore because you got the internet and it's over. Like, everything is out there. That's why everything is now getting blown out of the water. The police brutality, mainly on black people, the oppression and suppression of trans people, of gay people, of LGBTQ community, everything is being shown now. They cannot hide anymore. Politicians cannot hide nothing anymore, as you can see with Hillary was interrogated for 24 hours about her personal emails to her daughter. That had nothing to do with any politics, by the way. But whatever. Fucking Biden got his ass, like, he had documents in his home. Give them to us immediately. They are of the people, not of the president. Here you go. Trump, you seen what's happening to him? Like, there's pictures of him having all this stuff. there's nothing it can be hidden anymore, and it was hidden for decades. For decades, hiding. Everything was hidden. How people were treated, what was going on underneath it all, and it cannot happen anymore. And that's what's making these people angry. Oppression of women. That's the biggest thing. Men still think that we women still, like, especially the boomer generation. They have their fucking head in there thinking that we women are... No. We are equal to you. If I work out in the gym for 6 months to be able to lift 200 pounds and you do the same thing, we're both going to be able to lift 200 pounds in 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Or 6 months, whatever I just said. You know what I'm saying? Don't come at me. I can run as fast as you, you know. Don't do that. So, you know, these things. And all of this is at our fingertips for all of us. Education is there. Don't poison your children with pre-programmed shit that you believe or that fucking have been drilled into your head. Let your children grow. Let your children live, have their imagination, and let them be them. You know, and let them have their own. You know, when they look in the sky and they say, oh, I don't know, I see an angel. Oh, that, you know, okay, cute, you know, whatever. Fine, let him see an angel, you know, whatever. But don't force them into anything. Don't force them to praise Satan, you know, like a Luciferian. Don't force them to praise God like a Christian. Don't do that. That's your thing. Let your child be the individual, you know, because that's what it's all about. Of course, Miguel, of course. Because it's like the whole world, the bad world, right? The shitty people are in complete shock now. They are just all like turtles putting their heads into their shell because they're like, fuck, I did so much shit wrong. I have so many criminal shit on me. They're going to find it all now, and I'm going to be fucked. Why do you think so many people that supported Trump have said, oh, I'm out? Because they knew, oh, shit, they're digging in him. I'm going to be next. So they're, boop, gone. Actually sitting on the enemy news forum talking about how they will not support it anymore. They had to step out of there just so people won't look at them. But that's the issue. My generation is the generation now that is in charge. My generation is the generation now that's coming in, that's becoming attorneys, that's becoming judges, that's becoming police. My generation. So we know what we must change, what our parents and grandparents did wrong, and we are making better. And it was something also that my parents taught me. My parents always taught me. Both of my parents. One thing about my parents, they were a team. They were a 100% team when it came to their beliefs on how to raise us and what morals to instill in us. And my parents both always said, we want you kids to grow up better than what we are. And that's huge. Because so many people of the older generation say our generation was better about their own kids. That they were better than their own kids. That's fucked up. There's nothing wrong with teaching some of the values, right, that you got from your childhood, teaching it on to your child. But push your child forward. Motivate. This is our future. This is our new generation. This is what's going to determine, are these creatures going to live? Even dogs and cats, they might all be dead. Everything will die if we don't do something. Everything. There will not even be a little flower left. Our kids are the generation that will change the world, and we need to embrace that at whatever cost. So religion has no room, because religion is not something that really, progresses, unless it's pagan religion, honestly, because pagan religion is all about nature, right? It's a lot about nature, and science is about nature. Because that's how we learn things. That's how we discover things. So it goes kind of hand in hand. But any of these indoctrinated other religions are just, they're not helpful for our progress as creatures, you know? Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to... It's fundamental. You know, I'm never trying to put people down on what inside them. If somebody sits there and says, you know, I believe Jesus Christ is my savior. I believe Jesus Christ will, you know, I will go to heaven and I will do this. And they're good to people and they really follow like what is oh, hi Hydra, hey. And they really follow what this really meant, what Jesus really meant, you know, yes, you can. Then more power to them. You know, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But do not force it onto anybody. Not your child, not anybody around you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Hydra, you. All right. Oh my God, everything. So I still metaphysical fact. 2 of them, because Promethean redeemed 1 too. Okay, it is said that if you wear a black gemstone around your neck like a necklace, that it will work as a whole. It will absorb energies that you don't want around you or any type of these things. Oh, thank you. Not Nika. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for following. Thank you for coming in. That it will absorb this whatever you want it to be. You have a black hole now hanging around your neck, and it can absorb anything into it and bring it pretty much away from you into another dimension, whatever you want to call it. That's the first metaphysical fact. Another one, gemstone related again. Clear quartz is pretty much good for any workings because it's clear, right? You can use it to do anything with it because it's like a neutral color, a neutral energetic stone. Okay, so you can use it for any type of magic workings. You know, it is of course preferred in depending on what you do, you know, to have specific ones. But if you are short on funds and you cannot buy any gemstones or find any anywhere, then you can use clear quartz for any magical working. Okay, I did that. Yeah, exactly, Miguel. That's exactly it. That is what I'm talking about. And it's like, are you so, like, what, I can't even describe, like, what is that even? What is that makes them really think that this is like that they can say that and that it applies? And that's delusion to me. You know, that's right there on the verge of delusion, that they're so sure that this is really, really the truth. Because even me, you know, I'm like, that's the Satanist in me. Like I say, you know, was it really the gods? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that was me. You know what I mean? Yeah, tourmaline is very good for that. Tourmaline is also very good for absorbing just generally negative energy. So, okay, let me do this real quick. And then I do have to go and check on my cat real quick, okay? Because I am worried about her. All right, let's do this real quick. Here, Hydra. Let's see. I cannot believe that you just pulled that. The star. This is really great. This is about hope. This is about new beginnings, okay? This is about everything that you actually really direly need in your life right now. And I'm so happy that you got this card. It's about a sign of good things, renewed faith, fulfillment in life's pleasures, okay? So that's really awesome. That's really awesome. That's funny, Scooby, with that annoying psychic shit. Yeah, I mean, get into it, you know? Get into it. I absolutely embrace it because I love that life. I love that feeling. It is always like a little bit of a warm blanket that feels like wrapped around me. You know what I mean? I really just love it. Let's move on, Hydra. Oh, Page of Cups inverted. Again, I think you get that all the time. It's the fucking, it's a selfish person, secretive, a liar, or lazy person. Not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Man, I haven't even had a sip of my drink, guys. That's how I've been like babbling on. Thank you guys all for being here tonight. Really, really appreciate you. You have no clue. Today has been one of the worst days I've had in years. In years. Okay. So let's move on then. Okay, it's your sister. Okay, gotcha. Selfish person. Okay. Yeah, siblings can be like that, including myself. I'm sorry. But it's your sister. At the end, that's all you're going to have. In the end, that's all you're going to have is your sibling. That's also something that my parents taught me, and it has so far really rang true. So always think about that. We got selfishness again. Six of Pentacles here. Selfishness. Hoarding of wealth. Okay, not sharing. That is something that's happening around you. Is your sister maybe still too, yeah? Oh, man, I'm so sorry. So, guys, give me 1 second. I just want to check on her real quick. I'm going to sneak. Because if she's sleeping, I don't want to wake her up because then she's going to cry again. So, because she wants to go outside. I can't let... Oh, shit. I still got to play a riff. I can't break my guitar now. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Thank you for not... Oh, what is that? Thought I found something cool. It was just a piece of metal. She's still pretty much the same. So, that's good. As long as it's not getting worse. Oh, that's good. Yeah, they make them now. A lot of times. I'm having, guys, total deja vu right now. Everything that you're saying there, Hydra. Total deja vu. Including what I was about to say, but I now changed it by saying all this. Oh my God, I'm sorry. That's fucked. That's fucked up. Why is she being like this to you? So riff. You still got that riff. Since nobody wants a reading right now, I'm gonna do the riff. really, guys, I'm really liking this. I'm really happy that you guys are here, and it's really helping me, and I'm really excited. I feel like I'm kind of just getting these things off of my chest. And I'm kind of, it's like a metamorphosis happening slightly, right? Because I'm still really in bad depression and such, but it is actually still happening. You know what I mean? These changes are happening, and okay, gotcha. Thank you, Florida Metal. Let me play that riff. Yeah, thank you guys. Like always, I can't thank you guys enough. I'm really glad that you're here and that we're doing this. And I really like the contribution today of course from everybody, but especially from Scooby opening up about some things that are happening. And I'm really excited about you having this happening to you. I know you're pissed off about it and you're like annoyed about it, but I'm just like, yay, because yes, I know, thank you. Because we should, oh shit, because we have to really say this, like, as much as we don't want to say this and we don't want to talk bad about others and all that stuff, but there's so many people that walk around like, I have powers. I can do this. And it's not true. It's not true. It's the same with the empath thing. It's not true, right? The way you're already talking, I can already immediately tell that that you're not full of shit. That you're not sitting here. That you want attention because you're now a powerful wizard. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. You really, there's really something truly happening. It's very obvious by how you talk. But sometimes people come in here and then they will talk about, I do this and I do that and da. And it's just like, okay, we get it. You're this all powerful fucking magical being, And it's just like, that are, the people that always talk the loudest about what that they all do this and this and this, they probably do nothing, Yes, thank you, Promethean. It helped. It always helps. In that moment, it doesn't feel like it helps, and maybe not even like an hour later, but then a couple of hours later, it does help, and I appreciate that. Yeah, Hydra, that's very, very true. Both of these things are very true. I agree with that. And yeah, like I said, that's what I'm trying to say, Scooby. You don't have to do any of it at all. But you do have to realize, oh my god, Wolf Tamer, thank you. Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh. I don't know. You've been in here a while. I know that, Wolf Tamer, but yay! Thank you. But yeah, I really am so excited. Oh, cool! 2 months. So almost 3 months. It feels. Yeah, okay, maybe 3 months. Maybe that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, 12 hours and 10 minutes watching. I love that stuff that where you can see that's so much fun to me to see to reflect. Yeah, if you guys want to do that. But yeah, Scooby, Wolf Tamer, thank you so much. I can't even believe it right now again. Oh my god. But yeah, Scooby, you can totally leave it. You don't have to do anything with it. You just have to be aware it's there, right? And of course, find yourself something that to read to figure out how to comfort and how to contain this, in the cage, if that's what you want to do. You have to do that for your own sanity. You say you can't even think straight. It's something that's happening. It's also, it's part of hormones. It's part of the perineal gland here, the third eye. This is all part. It all mixed together. In a big fucking spiritual and psychological slushy, if you will. But yeah, just find something that can help you ease your mind with it, right? That's the first thing you gotta do. You gotta be able to do that. Ooh, Promethean. Ooh, Florida Metal, cool. Oh, 1 year, 2 months, 22 days, 23 hours. That's so crazy. Well, you can always think about it too, like this too, Scooby, because I know you don't really believe necessarily in what Hydra is kind of saying, but it's meant in a nice way, and I really like that. But you can always think of this, what I was telling you. If you're like, yeah, I'm not into that, think of the light in your own self that's there. You're alive. Even the thought, even the chance of you being you and alive here right now today is a chance in one and a gazillion. You can't even fathom the number, but it's happening, right? So whatever this is, it's happening. So always just remember that I do believe that there's reasons for everything, and I believe that people's fates are pretty much already written and they repeat themselves, and all that other shenanigans that we could also talk about for a few more hours too. But yeah, whatever, just find a way to cope with it in the best way. That's my suggestion, Yeah, that's another good one, Hydra. That's another thing. Grounding, I've talked about this before. Walk barefoot through a natural ground, like a forest, and let your negative electrons leave your body through your feet, and send them into the earth, and let the earth send its electrons out and absorb them through your feet into your body. That is this is something that you can always do. It is very helpful, and it keeps you stable. It keeps you grounded, so to speak. That sounds good. Well, it's also, when it first happens, is always really a lot, right? It's all fucking there, and you're just like, whoa. And for me, it was like, yeah, and some parts were like, oh no. But most of it was like, yes, yes, But then it calms over time too, on its own. A little bit, right? A little bit, it comes on its own. Sounds like something bad happened there. All right, Promethean. Thank you so much for everything today. You're really a savior today, I swear. I mean, you always are, but today was huge. So I really appreciate you. I hope you sleep well. I hope you have a good work day tomorrow and such. I'm supposed to be working tomorrow, but I'm not working tomorrow. So, but I do want to at some point go, because I want to kind of be at least there for my cat. She doesn't, she's sitting by her water bowl, but I want to be available, for her. Scooby. You too, Promethean. Sleep well. I hope you have a good night, and can get good rest from me dumping all that on you. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, at least you don't have to get up early then. That's a good thing, you know? Hmm. Sorry. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it now. Let me see. Ah, almost. I fucked it up just slightly. Oh, altar item 2. Yep. Sorry, man. Totally forgot about that too. But I'm definitely gonna. What's on my nose? I love this guitar. I really love it. Okay. Yeah. You said that. That's okay. I was wondering where you were. I was like, hope everything is okay. Sorry, I got really dry lips again. But, yeah. That was something I was wondering. But I kind of had a feeling that everything was okay. But you never know. So, all right. Let's see what I got. Do I even have? The fuck? That's weird. Or maybe nothing. Nothing. Never mind. I might be slowly running out. Oh, okay, let's try this then. Okay. I used to be subscribed to this thing that I forgot now what is the name of it, but they have it with all different kinds of things now. Thank you. Yeah, actually, that's one of those body parts I get a lot of compliments on. I got that from my mom. They're very white, which I like. I have you guys. I've told you. Oh wow. Okay. Ooh. I told you guys before that I have this obsession with the neoclassical Baroque times, right? So the whiteness was always the sign of purity, right? Even when it comes to the religious aspect in paganism, the fairer the woman, the better, And I just really have this obsession with that because, like, I think personally it's beautiful, and I think I look good really white. I think I don't like myself with a tan. I don't like what I look like with a tan. Other people, it's different, but I'm just talking about my personal self, I would also not require, like, my partner to be really white or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something just for myself, what I want to look like. Feel? Das ist viel. That's a lot. And das ist grün, Papa. Yeah, he was so cute. That was really cute. I really like that. Okay, so anyway, I used to be subscribed to this crate thing, and it was like one of those things that was like, for witches. So it'll send you like this crate with different stuff that you didn't know what it was to surprise us. Different crystals and herbs or whatever, right? And in one of those boxes, this thing came, and it was like an egg, but it's a crystal. It's really hard to see. Yeah, you can see better in this one. You see? It's a crystal, but it's shaped like an egg. And I really like it. And it, I really didn't have much, like, use for it generally. But then I started thinking to myself, okay, use it. How you could establish that, because that is exactly what I was talking about earlier. That is exactly relatable. Ear candy? You mean my earrings? Thank you. Ear candy? I've never heard that term. That's cool. Okay, so thank you for saying that. That's a nice compliment, because I love my jewelry. I always hope people will compliment me on it. So I'm like, yay! See, it's so nice. I love it. My customers do often. My customers, oh my God, I love all your jewelry. I'm like, thank you. I don't really like very much stuff on my hands and on my fingers, because I work. I've almost ripped my finger off one time with wearing rings, and ever since then I never put on rings at work anymore. I do it when I go out occasionally. I put rings on and stuff, tourmaline and stuff, but normally I'm not. And bracelets. My hands are. I have very much like kind of, because I'm a former athlete, so I have like pretty masculine, like muscly hands, and then and arms, right? You can see it a little bit, and then putting like a womanly like dainty wristband on it. It's just like, it does not look good. I don't like it at all. I just like it better like this. And if I put like fucking gauntlets on there, then it looks even worse, right? And I'm even harder. So I don't put that on there either. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm in a good medium like this. Scooby, shit. Oh, yeah, like I said earlier, but nobody will ever be able to go in your head like this. It won't happen. You have to fucking do that on your own. That's the thing. And that's the issue. I face the exact issue, but not with my spiritual awakening, if you will, or enlightenment, but rather with my emotional turmoil. I find myself that like, I really wish somebody could look in my head and be in my head from the time I was born until the time I die, which was going to be my mother. But of course, that didn't happen, but it came to an end sooner than later, unfortunately, too, right? And so now it is the way it is, and I have to do this on my own. I have to do this on my own. I have nothing. I have to do this on my own. Nobody can come get inside of my head and crush whatever I don't want there, or pull out whatever I don't want there. It cannot happen. And it sucks. Fried eggs, like sunny side up eggs, or like, tell me exactly how you like your eggs, because I really want to know. I want to make some eggs. Ooh, I make myself veggie nuggets at home. I actually had that for lunch today. Yeah. Well, it's also different for everybody. Everybody's spiritual awakening or whatever connection to the unseen materia almost, right? The dark matter, magic, whatever you want to call it. It is different for everyone. Not everybody has so much turmoil. It sounds like you have a very thick layer of turmoil through your awakening. Mine was not. Mine in the beginning was very mild. Then it became like weird and crazy and scary, but only for a short period of time. And then it eased its way into, normality. And then now, it's okay. I have this under control. But it is very, very difficult too, because like I'm spiritually, like I'm there. I'm in there. Right? I have a lot of work to do to be able to, really get to the highest level. We will never reach the highest level, but a lot higher than what I am now, right? But then when I have the mental and emotional problems, it's like literally a split personality is what it feels like, right? Because I'm like emotionally and mentally just like fucking, oh my God, but spiritually I'm okay. So it's like a constant tug of war right now within me. So it's really annoying. It's really so annoying. Somebody cursed you, Hydra. No, I'm just kidding. No, I understand. If you have issues with your stuff, then you gotta go. I totally understand. I'm not mad. I'm very appreciative that you were here at all. So if you need to go, I hope you have a good night. Every single dream that I have that is not a dream where, for instance, I see my dad, friends, because my dad has passed on, right? So this cannot be true. This cannot become true. But any other dream that I have that's like that comes true every time, pretty much. Except for certain nonsensical ones. But then even then, there's a little tiny bit that will be in my reality. But premonitions for my dreams all the time. It is usually the day of. Like I wake up in the morning remembering a dream. I had this one dream. Let me tell you about this. This is so idiotic because there's really no deeper meaning. It's just that my clairvoyance just like went into that, like that's just where the energy was taken by dark matter, right? It had no purpose whatsoever. It was not something manifested, summoned. It was not purpose. It was nothing. It was completely meaningless, and it was rather hilarious. I dreamed about a video or a picture, one of the two. Cannot quite remember. Of a cat in a pile of a bunch of baby chickadees, a bunch of baby chickens, and it just sat there in the pile of a bunch of baby chickens. I wake up in the morning, and at some point I scroll through my Facebook, and I'm not even scrolling for 2-3 minutes. There comes up a video of this exact thing that I dreamed about, and this is how my life goes. I didn't, it didn't actually happen like in real life, but it happened this way. It will happen in some way, will it happen, but it's not, it's not always how you think it will happen, Yeah, so I know. And people don't believe, like, it's like this, and I will tell close people, I will tell Promethean, she's my best friend. I'll tell her. And I don't tell her all the time either. Once in a while, when it's like really significant, I'll tell her. And And, you know, and I know she believes me. But it's like if I tell Draven, for instance, like, it's not in a vicious way that he doesn't believe me, or in a malicious way, I should say. But he really just kind of looks at me like he looks at me like there's no way. You know, there's no way. And I'm like, I know, but it is. It fucking is. I'm telling you the truth. But then I act like this, and then it makes me seem fucking, you know, like one way, you know? Not working in my favor, let's put it that way. And it's really, and it is a shame, kind of also, again, relating to what you were saying, that there's no cameras around. Or there's no camera stuck in my head that can film all this shit and then show it to people. And then you can be like, oh my gosh, that's really happening to her. Yeah, it's happening to me. It's happening. God damn it. Yeah, so. Difficult. I know. I understand your stress. I really do. Nah. Don't you seem kind of like frightened by it. Don't be. Because that's just gonna steer you right onto the wrong road already. Don't let it do that to you. Redeem work. Oh yeah, it works. Yeah, yeah, it does. Absolutely. If you want a 3-card reading, you just press that button and I got you. And you can tell me if there's something specific that you want to know about, because we can definitely incorporate this into your reading. Unless you just want general, we can do that too. That's up to you. Yeah, so I really suggest, Scooby, just use it to your advantage. You know, learn, find a way to control it and contain it to where it's comfortable for you, and then either leave it there if you really don't want anything to do with it, or try to use it. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. You ask anything you want. Let me just make sure. I've been having problems shuffling. My hands haven't been sticky enough, I guess. Night begins to shine. Night begins to shine. See, you guys have me really, like, thank you. Really, thank you. I embrace you. I embrace you. I'm really glad you guys are all here. I saw you dance. I've been watching this show. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's called Teen Titans Go. And they have 2 episodes that's related to the song Night Begins to Shine, but it's band, what are they called, Beck or something like this? Ben? I don't know. It's so great. I love this so much. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, thank you. You're so sweet. Oh, and thank you, Florida Metal, for saying that. Thank you. Okay. So it sounds already, the way that you're describing it is that you guys are 2 very reasonable and logical thinking people of making choices, the right choices against your emotional will that wants to lead you into the path of, that will be hindering your future from progressing the way you want it to. So that already on itself, you're an AI. That already in itself very strongly suggests to me that the way is absolutely there. There's absolutely I see an open path to finding each other again, okay? But let's see. Also want to say to you, I'm just gonna call you Wow, if that's okay. I just want to let you know, I tell this to everybody when I do this. Sometimes the cards will not tell me exactly what you want to know. They will just tell me whatever your energy brings out more. You know, you can think for yourself, oh, I really want to know about the breakup, but your energy is releasing that you want to know about something else, and then that will show up in the cards, okay? So I just want to make sure that we're clear. You know, I don't want you to be disappointed, but hopefully, you know, it will be. So we'll see. It's, you know, it can be a 50-50, but we'll see. But from my perspective, what I just saw in my head immediately, going more inside myself, is I saw a way, literally like a path. It almost reminded me of the yellow brick road. I don't know why, but I saw that when you were asking, when I read this and I thought about, is there still possibility of being together in the future? I saw an open path that can lead together from both directions, okay? But let's do this anyway. Let me move this little egg here. Okay, let's begin. Okay. So the Three of Wands inverted here. Okay, so this is... First of all, I also want to say I'm sorry you're going through that breakup right now, because breakups are awful, especially when you really love that person. When it's something that you know, there was abuse and everything, then at first it seems very harsh, but then soon it becomes clear that this was the better idea. But if you really love somebody and then something happens, then that's always very hard, and I understand that very much. I've been through there multiple times. So this is talking about your inability to focus on projects, bad advice, mistakes made, okay? I feel like this is related to the past, though. Maybe the recent past, but it's the past. I don't think that this is something that is currently the case, okay? So there definitely was a mistake that was made, and you weren't able to focus on your priorities and what you were really supposed to do. And that was in the past, okay? That's what, you know, that is my feeling that I'm getting from this. I don't know if I even showed you the card. It's the Three of Wands. Okay. Moving on. Okay. So this is the Eight of Swords. So there's something about manipulative forces here at work, okay, that are making you feel a certain way. It's not really too good. It's like a bondage. It's like, yeah, and you're being controlled by outside forces. There's a censorship and there's a restriction. Something like this is in your life. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be... I don't feel that it is really related to your partner or your ex-partner, but I feel like it's something else. Could be work, could be another person in your vicinity, but there's some kind of bondage. There's some kind of, like, you know, can't speak freely, can't really act freely much, something like that, okay, is what I'm seeing. The Knight of Swords inverted, okay. So it is really kind of becoming clear that there's somebody that's causing you trouble. There's somebody that's causing you trouble. It's a troublemaker. It's impulsive behavior and a bully. That is, these two go hand in hand together, okay? So there's something going on. There's a person close to you that's not really good for you, okay? I don't know. I think this feels more distant. I feel like that's not really related, these mistakes that were made in the past. But there's something is wrong. Something is pushing you around and not letting you talk, you know, your truths almost, if you will. So yeah, as we can see here, unfortunately, it did not tell me anything about that. But the thing that I saw earlier leads me very much to believe that there's definitely chances of the future being way, you know, future being good for you, and that there will be opportunity of getting back with this person. But yeah, there's something else is going on there with you. So that concludes you. Wow, I hope that you can resonate with it somehow. Thank you, Miguel. I hope so too. I have not high hopes because tomorrow the results will come in, and I don't know. You know, we'll see. But thank you anyway. Thank you for saying that. I hope that things will something will happen. But you know, whatever. I have to have my feet planted in reality, and I have to be a realist. And if it is advanced kidney disease for her, then thank you so much. I'm really glad it helped. I appreciate that you came in. I appreciate you trusting me to do that. That is always huge for me, you know. Oh, wow. My cat has kidney failure, and tomorrow will pretty much be determined whether it is chronic, I guess, or due to an infection. So, and I just had to put another one of my cats down on Saturday. So it's been really, really almost the roughest time I've had in a very long time. So, yeah. So I'm not really looking forward to tomorrow, but at least the only thing is clarity, right? Once these results come back, then I have clarity, and then I can at least know how to move forward, and it's gonna be, yeah, not good. Oh, really? Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry, Scooby. I didn't put that together, but I know you redeemed the reading, Scooby, right? And Forbidden did. Okay, so I got you. So Scooby and then Forbidden. Ah, thank you so much, Forbidden. And I'm sorry that happened to you. That's horrible. That's horrible. Yeah, it's. Yeah, on Saturday was the one that's been very sick with the hernia, with the diaphragmatic hernia, for these last few months now. She's been the inside cat here in my room and everything. And right before that, the cat now, Marie, she had kidney failure before that. Then she got better due to antibiotic injection. She got better right away. And then Skinny got really sick with her diaphragmatic hernia. It really started to make her, you know, all these issues, whatever. She got to a point where she just laid there. She couldn't even walk anymore. She just fell over. And it was like, okay, like, this is not. She's been on steroids this whole time. She was on antibiotics, everything, and nothing helped. She just kept on declining. Her weight kept declining. And it was just, she couldn't even do anything anymore. And I had to make that decision. I had to literally make that decision, and I fucking like, it was awful, right? But itself went very quickly and smoothly, and that was a little bit of a relief because she didn't suffer. She didn't, because my dog dying a couple of years back, or no, it wasn't even a couple of years. My dog just died like not even a year ago. And she was suffering so bad, and we should have had her brought in to get her euthanized, but we didn't, and it was really awful. Her end was awful. It was not, and I really was like, I cannot make this happen to any of my other animals again. Like, I have to just like, no. I have to go outside. I noticed this feeling. I had to go outside of myself, outside of my emotional things, outside of everything, and really look objectively at the situation and see my cat just laying there for 20 hours a day. Just laying there. Like, there's no way. She's not getting better. She was skin and bones. She was 3 pounds, a grown cat. It was not going to work. It was just not going to work. So I had to do it. So it's awful for me because the last few months I've been taking care of her, and it's like her not even having her in the room, no litter box. So now Marie, that had the kidney failure before Skinny's diaphragmatic problem, she has kidney failure again now. The day that I euthanized Skinny is the day that I came home and noticed something was wrong again with Marie. And now she's doing very bad. Her kidneys are failing, and it's not good. And either tomorrow they're going to call me and say she has a kidney infection. We're going to give her an injection. She'll get better. Or they will call me and say, we cannot detect infection. It is chronic. And then I'm going to have to probably bring her in and have her put down. And I'm just fucking like in disbelief that this is happening. 2 cats in fucking within a week. It's just like, I can't believe it. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for saying that. Yeah. So this is what's going on, and not to mention I spent $3,000 on Skinny, and I spent already $1,200 or so on Marie, money that I actually don't have. It's all borrowed money on my credit card, and now I'm actually starting to cut into my rent money I cut into my rent money today. So it's just a really awful situation right now, I have a little bit of financial help, luckily, but it's not, I don't like. I work for my money, I don't like begging and asking for money. That's not, that is something my mother always was very big on, dignity and integrity and, pride. Doesn't matter, because that's just how I'm wired, that's just how I feel about these things. So anyway, that is just a little bit insight on why it's been so bad for me and why this has been so good to me and for me, and that's why I'm so glad to be here, because it helps me, and I'm very appreciative of everybody here, and it's good. This is the biggest positive thing in my life right now, is this stream right here with you guys in it. Honestly, it is. And because this whole cat thing is not the only thing that's been happening. There's also issues with my job, which is my livelihood, and so my immigration, most of you know that I, have problems with my immigration papers, and so it's been a lot. Thank you. Yeah, the anxiety is what I hate. The heartache, it over time, but the anxiety is just like the panic, the constant living in panic constantly. My cat's dead now. Is she dead? Is she dying? Like, constant state of panic is just, I fucking hate it. That is such a disgusting and cringy feeling, All right, Scooby. Let's start. Enough about me. All right. Let's, you want anything, particular, Scooby? You want to know about maybe, that fucking spiritual awakening, that shitty spiritual awakening that you're having? Please let me know. If not, I can just do general. It's totally up to you. Night begins to shine. I know, Marie. Oh, she's crying. Let me go check on her real quick, okay? She's really crying, and I gotta check on her. just always like, when she cries like that, I know that it's related to pain and uncomfort, but it's also related to wanting to go outside, which is a good sign that she's wanting to do that. She's standing up. She's not like laying there and, but she is, not doing good. But I don't like these cries. My other cat that passed away, that was his last thing. He was just screaming in pain, because I think it was cancer that was killing him, and it was just horrible. So when I hear that, I'm like, oh God, oh hey Athena. So I just want to check and make sure that but she is. It looks like she is still pretty much the same. She's just alone. That's why I just got to do these readings and then probably go and tend to her. Thank you for coming. It's okay, Mary. I'll be down there soon. See, because when she hears my voice, and she stops for a second, and she's like, oh, okay, I'm not alone. You can. A message? Sure. Okay. Scooby. It's okay, Mary. It's okay, baby. Oh, wow. You got the 10 of Cups inverted, okay? This is a card. I have to really kind of get my little booklet, because I haven't had that one in a minute. It's okay, Mary. I'll be there soon. Yeah, it's family strife. Okay, Scooby, there's family strife. There is ended friendships and disruption of normal routines. We know what that's related to, obviously. Mary, it's okay, baby. That's the only way I can talk to my cats. It's crazy, but... Mary, it's okay. Oh, man, her meow is horrible. Let me see if I can open the door and she can come in here. It'll probably make her feel better. Mary. Hi, baby. Come in here. It's okay. Don't cry. It's okay, baby. I know you want to go outside, but you can't. She wants to go outside, but it's okay, Mary. Okay? I know, baby. You're sick. I know. What are you going to do? What? You can't go outside. No. Even her meow, that's not what she normally sounds like at all. She does not sound like that. It's scary. I hate that. Marie. No. Don't just... No. I know you want to go outside. You can't. You gotta rest, my girl. Oh, poor girl. I can't do anything. I can't do anything, and I hate that shit. I hate that my hands are tied here. I cannot fucking... Oh, I'm sorry, Athena. I didn't get to you. You have one open next time, okay? Marie, stop it. So you have one open next time when you come back, okay? So don't worry about it. Marie. It's okay. She's angry as fuck right now because I'm not letting her out. She just likes to be outside, but she has kidney failure. She can't be outside with the other cats. Let's move on, Scooby. Marie. I might have to do you two next time, Forbidden. I might have to go after this one. I'm sorry. But I have to just kind of tend to her. She's really... She's unhappy. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, okay? Oh, thank you. Okay. Then Athena and Forbidden have one open for if you guys are coming back. Whenever you guys are back. I'll be back tomorrow. So, this is, Scooby, you're having some troubles here. Material hardships, homelessness, poverty, and a lost soul. I think the lost soul is the key factor here, okay? This, unfortunately, I know you didn't want, but this is definitely related to what's happening to you. This is like the energy is reflecting here in your cards of your turmoil with this awakening. Okay. So, and I'm very sorry that this is happening, but unfortunately, that is what we're finding here. Okay. But there it is. Okay. See, we have a sign of serenity in a little bit. The Empress. This is a sign of fertility and fidelity, and it is like this, it's a warming aura, and it's something positive. Okay, so this is kind of giving me an idea of a reinforcement of, things will be okay. Things can be embraced if you want them to or not. Okay, but all in all, this will subside, and good things will be on your path. Okay, so that's good. So that's a pretty good reading. Okay, I think she's calmed down now a little bit, so I'll just still do you then, Forbidden. Okay. Yeah. Oh God, that that I really. Oh my God, this is so horrible. I'm so sad. Sorry that happened to you. It's the worst. It is really the worst. There's nothing worse. It's the same to me as losing a family member. So it's the worst. Losing a family member / animal is the worst. Yep. 2 months, Scooby. Nice. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. It's like the choose the pill, whether you can go into the future or make your pet. I hate using that term, but make your animal live forever, right? Which pill do you choose? Make your animal live forever. Well, see, that part right there is scary to me because I had 13 cats. I'm now down to 12 again, which it was. But I recently got a kitten. And he's growing. And then before that I got another kitten too, and she's like growing out of her juvenile stage now, right? And I cannot take care of another cat. So I can't. I really hope we're crazy cat people. So I really hope that it will be in a different way. You know what I mean? In a passing by way, rather. Because I cannot. I'm financially so broken right now because of these cats, unfortunately. That there's no way I can take in another cat at this moment. So, but, if there might be an animal on the way in some other way. In, oh my God. And it's such a flimsy situation all the time too with them, because it's like they work very much on emotion, and they will, if they don't like you, then they will not tell you all the details, and they won't do as much for your animal as they could, and it's really just like it's not cool. It's not cool. I don't like veterinarians. In America, I should say, right? In Europe, it's different. In Europe, it's very uniformed, and they adhere to their oaths pretty much, and it doesn't matter. But here in America, it's very much like, if the vet today, she didn't like me. It was obvious, right? The clinic I go to, I really like, right? Because all the techs are very nice. It's very clean. I just recently started going to this new one. And there was this doctor that's been taking care of Skinny, and that also euthanized Skinny. And she's good. She's very neutral, right? I couldn't tell whether she liked me or not. She's very much to the point, just explaining, blah, 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 all of these things. But the one today was, no. She came in there, she looked me up and down, and she looked at me weird. And even how she came in and said, how's everybody doing? You know, like that. And I'm just like, you know, I have a cat with kidney failure here. Everybody in the clinic know I was just there Saturday putting a cat down. The tech was the same tech. She said, yeah, I know we've seen each other, but I've never actually introduced myself. I'm Jordan. I'm like, yeah, I am seeing you too soon for my own comfort again. And she had like this nervous laugh. So everybody in the clinic there knew who me and my brother were, right? So wouldn't you be a little more sensitive, you know, like a little, maybe even overly friendly with somebody? Like, I'm not even over my cat's death yet, and I have another one dying, basically. You know, so have a little bit of you know, you got to be feeling your people, you know, and I work in the service industry. I know firsthand how it is, you know. You can make a sort of derogatory joke to this person, but you damn sure can't make it to this person. You have to feel your people out. That's what you know, it's part of your job. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You know, that's exactly the thing, Forbidden. It's like you got into this business because you wanted to help animals, right? You wanted to make that your life's work, but it has now become a money pit. Like it's all about money. It has nothing anymore to do with caring about the animals. All about just get them in, and get them out. There's no more involvement. There's no more like care. It's not the same at all. Mm-mm. Okay. I'm sorry, Scooby, that's happening like that, but at least you got hope, and you're welcome. I'm glad I could help you a little bit. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Wow, for saying that. That's so nice of you. I mean, I had my little, you know, breakdown there, like 2 times now since then, but like I had this revelation. So this video is gonna be uploaded on YouTube if you guys want to know. I can't really go through the whole spiel again that I did earlier, but I had like this whole thing that I was talking about what happened after I had my breakdown today. That you know, I really, all in all, like, long story short, I have to pull myself up by the bootstraps. Nobody will do it for me. I have to do it. I have to be strong. I have to go through there. That's what my mother would have wanted. That's how she raised me, and that's just within me. That's why I'm alive, because generations of ancestors survived war, survived disease, survived everything, so I could be born, you know, and that's just really the truth. There's nothing, and I have to remember that. I have to remember where I come from, and I have to remember what, you know, so it's hard. It's hard. And I can't wait for this whole situation with Marie to be over. Either way, it sounds horrible, but either way, because I need to be able to process this. I have not even processed Skinny's death yet at all. You know, I have just started, and it's already, you know, it's fucking ridiculous. You know that, oh my god, I could totally get into that with you, Forbidden. I literally had a vet give my dying cat, my screaming in pain, cancer filled cat, which I don't know because I'm not a vet. I just know my cat screaming in pain, skin and bones, fucking losing hair. It was horrible. Give him 2 shots saying he should be okay. It's an antibiotic shot, another shot, and I took him home, and he fucking died a horrible, painful, awful death on in his little crib that I had made him and everything, and it was horrible. The guy knew. The veterinarian knew that this cat was not going to make it through the night, and he should have looked me in the eye. He should have had the courage, and that is his job, to tell me, listen, this cat will not live. This cat will have a horrible death if I do not euthanize him right now, right? The way my cat was acting, to a trained eye, he knew, and he did not do it. I put a huge thing on their website, and there was multiple people said this, they liked my stuff, and they said this vet killed my dog, this vet killed my cat, da da da. And I'm like, wow, that's insanity. And that was one of the most awful experiences of my life. I will never This was not even comparable to having Skinny euthanized. Like, not at all. As much as it hurts me the same the outcome, the death of the animal, but the happening of it is not even like, I cannot even compare. You know? Charge you up the ass. Yep, I spent $480 something today. It was a test, a urinalysis, and it was a blood test to determine what's wrong. It was fluids, so water underneath the skin, and it was a medication for vomiting and diarrhea, which she didn't have, which I told the vet upon asking me that she didn't have. But, they're like, oh, she's dumb. She probably just didn't notice. We're going to give her the medication anyway. No, my cat's inside with kidney failure. I look at this litter box and clean it multiple times a day because she pees, because she has kidney failure. I can see that there's no vomiting anywhere in the house. I can see that there's no diarrhea in the litter box. Why are you trying to push medication on me and my cat that is unnecessary? And upon me saying that last time antibiotic injection helped her tremendously immediately and made her like back to normal within days, saying this to the techs multiple times, saying that to the veterinarian multiple times, we gotta wait for the lab results. No, give her the shot. There are really not many adverse effects of antibiotics in humans, animals of any sort, so just give her the shot. Like, you should have just given her the fucking shot. We can talk about tomorrow what is the cost, but just give her the shot because it can help her. It will not make her worse, unlikely. It will help her, more likely. Nope. Looking at me. I know I'm not a vet. I'm like, I don't know, as I said, I'm just telling you what symptoms, what happened last time. But I don't know. I'm not a vet, right? I underlined saying that because I don't want to sit there and be one of those people, I know this better. No, I didn't go through the education that you did. But I know my cat, and I know what happened last time. So please, help my cat, because right now she's suffering. No pain medication, no nothing. She's just suffering with kidney failure. Her system is not being filtered, nothing. So I spent almost $500 on nothing, on tests. Yeah, exactly. Bye, Florida Metal. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming and being there for me. I appreciate you very much. Call of Duty dubs? Yeah, it is. It is. They really are. There's this coldness. There's this fucking coldness that really fucking bothers me. Because that is being a veterinarian taking... Or even somebody like a doctor for humans or a nurse for humans, You're taking care of a living creature, man. You have to have compassion. That is the main thing of your job. That's why you're doing this, right? Like... I don't understand. She's calmed down now, luckily. But, and then I sit here too. She's quiet now. Is she dead? Is she dying? You know what I mean? It's fucking like bullshit. Oh, yeah, me too. This was a good rant. I really liked that. Where are you at in the world? Wow. Yeah. I mean, I'm still for defunding the police too, but actually I'm not for defunding the police. That's wrong. I'm actually for funding the police and funding further education for police officers. That's what I'm for. But yeah, defund the vets because they're fucked. Yeah, reforming it. Yeah, exactly. Philippines? Oh my god, that's so exotic. I love it. Yeah, they should be going through like how to handle people too. Like, it's really weird because the one veterinarian clinic I go to, the vets are actually really nice and the techs are kind of fucking weird and really rude. Really rude. this new vet that I'm going to, I like it overall better because it's cleaner and it's just like, I don't know, better. And they really helped me today. That my appointment wasn't until 3 o'clock, but they squeezed me in at 11:30. I called in the morning. I said, listen, it's really bad. I have no other way. 3 is too late. Can you squeeze me in? And they really did that. And I thanked all the techs. They were all there when we were leaving. I said, and I want to thank you. I say, guys, thank you so much for making that happen and squeezing me in at 11:30. And they're like, oh, you're welcome. The techs are awesome there, but the doctors are kind of like, eh. You know, it's like, God damn it, why can't I find one that has it all? You know, it has all nice doctors, clean environment, and nice techs. You know, that's all I want. Can't find it. Gotta deal with what I gotta deal with. Yeah, no, they have licenses that they have to have renewed every so often, I'm pretty sure, too. But, you know, if the people that provide these tests of these, renewing these licenses are shitty too, then doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's so funny too, because I always say, like, I can't become a vet, like, because euthanizing an animal is just something like this dissociation that I would have to put myself through every single time I do this would catch up with me. It would catch up with me, and then all the animals that I'd ever euthanized it would come down on me, and I would fucking break underneath it. I bet. That's why I always said that I am never going to become a vet. But the thing is, like, what I have realized throughout my life in my 34 years is that I should have become a lawyer, I should have become a vet, and I should have become a car mechanic. Because all of my problems are pretty much related always through about those 3 things, right? So you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's 8 years to go to school for a lawyer, 8 years for vet, and 8 years or less for mechanic. So would have been only an education of like 20 years, and I could have had all of that. But unfortunately, I have immigration paper problems, so I can't go to school. I cannot further my education at all. Even so, I have a secondary degree in education. No, wait a minute. What's it called? It's a secondary educational degree or some shit like that in English. It's called. And I speak 3 languages. Well, two of them fluently, reading, writing, and speaking, and a third one mediocre, right? Can understand even more languages. There's things, whatever, but it's like I can't do anything. I'm sitting here and I have to do the bullshit that I'm doing, and it's fucking killing me. And yeah. No, I turned 35 this year. Yeah, an attorney. I would love to be an attorney. I think I could really apply my the way I am to being a lawyer, being an attorney, right? I think I could really, really apply this well. Oh my God! Thank you for saying that. Thank you so much. Okay, the thing is, I was gonna give German lessons. It was the thing that I was gonna get into. My grammar, I'm very good. My vocabulary needs work. But my grammar is outstanding because my mother was like a grammar Nazi. She would not, like, in German as well as in English. My mother's English was perfect. But she had an accent always that even when she passed away, she had an accent. But I kind of, my accent is a little bit there, but I lost it over the years. Not everybody notices it, either at all or right away or never. Most people never even notice. But the reason why, I don't know what that is, but I have, I was going to get into that and try to do that. The problem is they literally wanted to give me $10 an hour. I cannot live off of $10 an hour. Unfortunately, I can't. With the job that I have now, I make more than double that. I make almost triple that. You know what I mean? So it's like I cannot quit a job. I couldn't pay my bills. You know, it's not even about the money itself, but it's literally like I would not be able to afford my bills. If I quit my current job, which I hate, I'm good at it, but I hate it. But if I quit this job to do the passion that I could do, and that would be fun to me, teaching German lessons or Serbian lessons or whatever, then I would not be able to pay my bills. And I would be at some point then homeless or whatever would happen. You know what I mean? So it's like this fucking like double-edged sword is always like, it's just no good. So what it is like, Fire Ice Ball, thank you for following. Appreciate you. No, I think what you're hearing, the little accent is my Serbian accent coming through. You think it's Portuguese, but it's Serbian. Because my German accent is not really, it does come through, but I don't know. As I get more tired, the night gets later, it's more the Serbian that comes through in me. I don't know why. It's just like that. How are you, Fire Ice Ball? Even so, 8 ball. Because of the 8. I don't know. I'm okay. I'm here, I guess. Yeah, those are rare. You know, Serbian is not spoken anywhere in the world except for in Serbia. Now, Germany is still spoken a little bit in, German is spoken in Africa, actually. German is spoken in South Africa. German is spoken in Switzerland, in Austria. German is spoken, I don't know, where else? But yeah, still in different, in a few more places in the world. Serbia, not at all. Serbian, not at all. Where are you at? Yeah, thank you for the link. Forbidden. I'm gonna. Oh, you're in Canada. Love Canada. We talked about this before. Canada, awesome. I would love to go there. But I was meaning Fire Ice Ball. Where are they from? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look at the link. I'm probably not gonna do it tonight. Please forgive me. I'm very tired and I just need a rest. Oh, thank you, B-Bot. I like that name, B-Bot. Oh, zdravo. My Cyrillic is not good. I don't even know if I say that right. It's not good, okay? So, just so you know, if you type in this, I might not be able to do it. Oh, wow, it's forbidden. Thank you so much for saying that. Oh, but you're in a part where there are Serbian people. Yeah, the Russian is very similar. Yeah, that's why the Cyrillic, I see it and I'm like, oh, Serbian, but Russian. That's okay. We can still pozdrav. We still say the certain things similar. My boss's wife is from Russia, and she's one of the most wonderful people I have ever met in my life. I love that woman so much. We Slavic people, we gotta stick together. We do. No matter, things are rough with our other Slavic brothers and sisters right now. And we don't want that. But what can we do? Nothing. Well, my boss is from Italy, and he has not been the kindest to me. Let's put it that way. I'm not trying to, funny that you would actually bring that up, because especially today was bad day when it comes to yeah, I can I'm gonna have to look into it probably, because the environment now is pretty much shattered after what happened today. So been there like 3 years. It's a good workplace. It is really all around good. He knows what he's doing with the food aspect of the restaurant. He's very, very good at it. Very much knows what to do there. It is, and managing the restaurant itself, the money. His wife does pretty much all the money stuff about it. But when it comes to handling people, he's not. It's not good. Yes. Yes. Bad management. My brother was a manager in a restaurant for a long time, but he's also looked stuff up recently, and he said that one of the main causes for employees to quit is not because of the job or even the people they work with, but it is because of the management aspect, because the managers are just not good. And that's another thing. When I think about my job, I like everybody at my job. I have no problem with anybody, and I don't think anybody has a problem with me. It has never appeared to me this way. Nobody's acted like they have a problem with me at all. I get along with everybody. They get along with me, no problem. Very good. I work with very good workers too. Not really so much the servers, I have to say. You know, they're not really so good, but all the cooks and all of that stuff, very good. Very good workers. The manager, she's good. The front of the house manager, she's good. I like her very much, and I think she likes me too. So it is literally the only issue is my boss does not like me. And I know that he never liked me. He did not like me from the first day that he hired me. And I always knew that. And it's finally like pushing him to the limit. He's finally wanting me out. I can tell. And it's like, but he hasn't done it because I am the only person that's reliable. I am there every day. The time I'm scheduled. I do all of my job. I am the only one that can handle as many tables as come in the restaurant. Everything. I never call in sick. I've been there 3 years, and I had to call in sick 3 times. And 2 times was because of two of my dogs died, in between. One dog died, and then a few months later, the other died. And the 3rd time I called in sick because my tooth broke. 3 times in 3 years, so, and I do my job the same way every day with the same energy. I don't let my personal life come in there. I don't do nothing, and that is the only reason why I was still there. But this personal dislike for me has officially like become up to here for him. It's very clear to see, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to move on. I have to, as much as I don't want to. But, so. Maybe. That's a weird thing. What does that mean? So something he doesn't like about himself, and he sees that in me? I wonder what that is. Ah. Wow. Okay. 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 What are you picking up? I really want to know that. Because, underneath it all, I don't think he's a bad guy. But he has these weird thing about him, about this immaturity. Like, he will talk badly about employees to other employees like a teenager. It's almost like acting out like a teenager. When he gets mad, he's slamming shit and stuff. And it's just like, you're a grown man. You're supposed to be an example. You're a boss of people. You're supposed to be an example for these people. What are you doing? I don't say anything. I'm telling you guys my thoughts, when this happens. And, Marie? That sounded like a weird, different meow. Yeah, I mean, you never know, sometimes, and I'm not saying this is the case for me at all, because, like, I don't feel that way about myself. I'm not a person that says, I'm an all-powerful person or something, but sometimes people will react like this when they feel intimidated, because they can know that, whoa, this person is kind of similar to what you guys are saying, is doing a better job than me, subsequently making them think that I can literally replace them and take their restaurant away from them, which, is fucking crazy. First, I would never want that. Second of all, I could never financially do it. And thirdly, like, it's just, I don't know. But it's like, in their mind, because they're, like, so obsessive about stuff, they think that it's gonna happen or something. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't want that. My mother owned a restaurant. I hate that shit. I am not a restaurateur by any means. Nor do I want to be a manager of a restaurant or anything like that. I just want to come there and do my job and go home. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to spend my free time worrying about nothing with your stuff. You cannot pay me enough. Marie? That's not Marie. That's Sweetie. Sweetie, why are you in here? Draven? Sweetie. Oh my goodness. Cats are in here like crazy. Hold on 1 second. Because I'm hearing. This is not this meow. Sweetie. Hey. Sweetie Chaos, you okay? Come here, sweetie. Your sister is very sick. Sweetie, stop. You want to go outside? Okay, I'll let you out. You little weird raccoon tail. Why are you in here? Raven? Why did you let her in? Ridiculous. Oh, sorry. Everybody left now. Ridiculous. I'm so sorry. No, because I have my sick cat inside, but my other cats are outside, and I really don't want them in here and making her upset, because, she doesn't really like the other cats. None of the cats really like each other that much, So it's like, I don't really want to upset her having the other cats in here, so I had to, because somebody came in the door, and one of the cats snuck inside. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Well, I don't know, because, it's like... Oh, shit, sorry, I already took her outside. I think... I don't know if grounded is a good word, because we Serbians are very explosive, right? The women... the men are... more grounded. But the women were very explosive. But I think there's like more of a reality. Like we hold more firm to reality. I feel like, honestly, I feel like that's his problem. He's not really in the reality. Not to mention the guy is super rich. He's super rich, so he has no idea what it is to be me, what it is to live my life. Where we have a saying in Germany where you eat from hand in mouth, right? Because I have no savings. Like, I live pretty much a poor people's life, but in a nice home with nice things, right? But I have no money. I can only pay my bills, right? So it's like, he has no idea. He was telling me how he spent, and it's true, because he said literally people come in there with the brand new Rolex for him and everything, and I watched it. He told me how he's going to buy this house for $500,000 cash, blah, 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 showed me pictures of the house, everything. Like, money is not a thing. That's why he's not even on the same planet. He's not even on the same planet. He doesn't have any idea what it is to live a life like we do. Like the people that work for him, what life they live. He thinks everybody lives the life like that. Go on a boat on the weekend, complaining about having to spend $2,000 on gas for the boat on the weekend. $2,000 on gas on the boat on the weekend? $2,000 can pay my bills for a month and a half. What? Like, it's astronomical. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Get a cat then. You should. Cats are the best. Oh, wow. Forbidden. That's deep. That really is on a whole nother level that just really hit me. That is very, like, logically makes really good sense. Yeah, that Bebot, it says too. Yeah, maybe. The phrase eating from hand in mouth. Like, there's no in between, right? There's just literally the money that you get goes right into your mouth. We don't have enough money to even put in savings or done anything. We have to pay immediately bills or food or whatever. That's what that pretty much represents metaphorically. Money from hand in mouth, No stop in between. That is something that his big cook that he has now recently hired, he's an okay guy. He does a good job. I like him. He's okay. He's a little arrogant, but whatever. I can overlook that. He keeps on telling him, if I had my own restaurant and my name was on that restaurant, I wouldn't be there anymore. I wouldn't even go in anymore. Exactly. And yeah, and exactly, Bebot. That's another thing. When you're a boss, you have to understand how to treat your employees. A boss of any company. My mother taught me this. My mother was a boss of bosses. She was an advertisement manager in Europe for billion-dollar companies. First of all, you have to know how to motivate your employees. Don't put them down. Don't bring them. Motivate them to do better. And then secondly, you have to be the one that can do every single position in your company better than any employee that you have there. And prove that to them, because that is the only way you gain respect from them. And that's the only way they will look at you as a mentor and try to learn from you. And don't treat them like shit, because they're not going to want to be around you. They're not going to want to work for you. They want to work for you if you treat them well, motivate them, and pay them a living wage. Reward your workers. If they do a good job, they deserve a raise. You can afford it. Come on. You can afford it. You know what I mean? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. They just want to collect all this money, and they want to give nothing to the worker. Nothing. They want to really spend the littlest amount they can, even and make the biggest profits for themselves, Oh, sorry, I gotta scroll down. My back is dry, it's itching. Thank you, Forbidden. Thank you so much for coming. That was such an awesome conversation. I owe you a reading. I'll do that whenever you come back next time, okay? I don't want to be a restaurant manager. I'm telling you, I don't want to do it. No, that's not on my bucket list at all. But thank you. I really jealous? Oh, well, I'm in a band, right? I'm a guitar player and a singer, and that would be the thing. Being a live performer that makes a living doing that, or as you can see, my paintings, making a living with my paintings, or making a living doing this here. These three things. I'm jealous of all people that make a living doing any of those three things. That's it. Yeah, yeah. That's why I do these things. I really try to embrace my talents. Also, that I have. I guess I have to do that, and I will continue with this path, with all three of those paths. I'm not giving up. I'm continue. We just recently had a performance down in Tampa here in Florida, and it went so well, and my whole band did such a great job, and I really, I'm really trying. I want people to buy my paintings. Nobody ever buys my paintings. I have them listed on Etsy, and I just have no luck. People cannot afford artwork. It's it. Okay, normal people cannot have that. They don't have money like that. So that's something that I'm actually looking into. I'm trying to find businesses that would like to hang up my artwork, and put the price tag there, and maybe somebody comes in and I give them a percentage. I don't care. I wanted to give my paintings to this one art store. They wanted some percentage or whatever, and eventually I said, no, I don't think I want to do that. I read through the whole contract, and there were so many stipulations in there. I cannot take my artwork out, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, I don't like that, because that's just, no, somebody's holding my shit hostage, basically. So I decided against it, and I don't know, about 9 months later the joint closed. So I'm glad that that I didn't do it. I mean, I could have gotten the exposure, but you know yeah, and I do that. I actually set up a booth once in a while out there, but I live in kind of a remote area. There's not much going on, but I get to do it when we perform shows. I sometimes take my whole all my paintings with me, and set them up, and I got some good feedback, and people have seen it. But I need to spread what it is. I need to spread it more. I don't know if you guys, but in my about info is my link to my Etsy store, and the stuff that I do. If to post it somewhere or whatever where you think it could get luck, because I do commissions. I do anything. All of these things here are graphic designs and paintings. These two, for instance, are paintings. There's only like a handful of graphic design ones on there, but I do all that. I do graphic design, painting, pencil illustrations. I do manga, I do portraits, I do landscapes, I do everything. What you want me to do, I do it. Look at that, that's Pokemon. This I did for somebody. That was their vision, and I put it into life. It's a painting. Yeah, Bebot. All of these ones here on the site. This painting I did too. This painting I did. Yeah. This is just like a slideshow or whatever you call that of all of my paintings that I've done. This is a graphic art design right there. This has pictures of my setup at one of the shows we performed. This is another graphic design. Yeah, but I don't have money to pay anybody. I do all that myself anyway. I post my stuff daily pretty much on I post my stuff daily on TikTok, I post my stuff daily on Instagram, and I post my stuff daily on Facebook. So I do all that myself. It's very easy. No, I don't know any. Mm-mm. They're all of the people that are my friends or that I know. They live far away from me. They're not close to me at all. And kids that age, I don't know at all. I don't think I want to. Teenagers, oh God, you know they know everything better. Yeah, that's really true. That is, they are geniuses. They're little tiny geniuses. They can do. They type. I'm like, you, what are you doing? I thought when I had my Nokia with the triple letter thing that I was fast, and now these kids are like tick 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 tick, yeah, blah, 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 talking while they're doing that. I'm like, how are you doing that? My God. It's insanity. They tell you this and they see this and they can fucking, and I'm like, you go on. I'm done. I don't know nothing. Yeah. Yeah, we thought we were, we thought we were the kings. We thought we were the people, and now this generation has now surpassed us. That's how it goes, it's good. But yeah, maybe it can always be a possibility. Oh my God. We were not supposed to have nothing. Remember that? I don't know what age you guys are, but I mean, yes, I shall. I absolutely shall. Really appreciate you even looking uh, and sending me sort of messages a little bit. That really helped. That really was great. Yeah, we weren't either in Germany. Mm-mm. In Serbia, we don't even have that. Poor, so poor. But in Germany, no, you're not allowed. No way. Yeah. Ah, I remember the times of the Nokia and yeah, flip phones. I was already like I was in my 20s with the flip phones, so I think I'm older than you guys. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's definitely the I do see a problem with there is no social connections. Like social connections have really declined between people, even of this especially of the younger generation, because it's all about the social media, right? You can now do videos and you can do all that. There's really not even a necessity to be in one room together, or for that matter, outside by yourself or together, because it's all you can just see it all there, and that's not healthy, because that is making us lose more of the connection to where we come from and our roots and nature, that we should really keep. We should never sacrifice these connections, and that's I see a little bit as a problem. So I still am glad when parents encourage the children, go outside to play, get off your phone, get off your tablet, don't be on this all day, but you also have parents, they don't want to spend time with their children. That I hate. I cannot stand that. My parents were not like that at all. They will give them the tablet and phone, so just they don't have to worry about their kid, they don't have to be bothered with it, and that makes me so angry. Like, I hate that shit. Once in a while, once in a blue moon, my mom would say, go and play a video game. I'm on the phone or something like that. You know what I mean? But, it was time for video games anyway. It was over being outside. It was too dark, darkness, and maybe raining too, or cold or whatever. So, okay, I play my video game for an hour and then I go to bed. It's not a big deal, but I don't like how some parents act with their kids. Yeah, yeah, forbidden. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, what can we do? We can only control what us, we cannot control what others do, so. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna head out too because I'm very tired. And I gotta just keep an eye on my cat. She's so ill, you know. But guys, thank you so much. And Forbidden, I will definitely check out these links that you send me, or the link, you know, unsure. But I appreciate you guys so much, all of you. I know everybody has left now, but I still want, like, everybody was here. You know, Bebot, Wow, Forbidden, Fire Ice Ball. Who else was new? Follower, Wolf Tamer. Of course, Promethean, Sona Ronin. Who else was in here? Hydra was in here. Athena came for a quick visit. Oh my goodness, I don't want to forget anybody. Scooby. Hell yeah, Scooby was in here. Miguel, thank you. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm so exhausted. If I forgot anybody, I am very sorry. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I hope I'll see you again. And thank you, Bebot. I hope I see you guys again soon, you know. I'll be on tomorrow. Hopefully you're on tomorrow too. And I owe you a reading, Forbidden. I will not forget. So until then, I say do not forget to mourn those in spiritual turmoil. And I say, tschüss, zdravo, and bye.